So guys, in this video we'll talk about a deadly climate event known as El Nino, which presently is a cause of great concern. Scientists are worried about it as it can trigger extreme heat waves, drought and famine across large parts of the world. So let us discuss what is El Nino and how it can affect weather across the planet. You can understand El Nino as a disturbance in the normal system in the Pacific Ocean. El Nino is a deviation from the normal. To understand this deviation, we'll have to know what normally happens in the Pacific Ocean. And then we can talk about the disturbance that takes place in this normal system, right? So what is a normal system? See, this is the Pacific Ocean. The eastern side of the Pacific is the America side and the western side of the Pacific Ocean is the Asia side. Now in the Pacific Ocean near the equator, winds blow from east to west. That is from America side to Asia side. These winds blowing from east to west are called trade winds. They are strong in normal times, strong enough to push the water at the surface from east to west. This water which is being pushed from east to west is warm water. It is obvious that the water at the surface will be warm due to the sun, and the water beneath will be cooler. So the strong trade winds blowing from America side to the Asia side will push the warm water toward the Asia side. The warm water will pile up near countries like Indonesia and Australia. It is this warm water that results in lots of rain on the Asia side, because the warm water heats the air above it. The hot air is lighter and it rises upward. As it rises higher, it cools down. The water vapor inside it turns into tiny droplets of water. This process is called condensation. The tiny droplets gather together to form clouds. As more and more moisture collects, the clouds become thick and heavy, and eventually water falls as rain. So this warm water and rising air is the reason why regions near Indonesia, Southeast Asia and parts of India get heavy rainfall in normal conditions. Now do you understand why there are rainforests in Indonesia? Because of the heavy rainfall. So we saw how this system controls the monsoon in Asia side. What about the America side or the Eastern Pacific side? Imagine Pacific Ocean as a huge bathtub. Your hand is the trade wind. You push warm water at the surface from the east side to the west side. Then what will happen? The warm water will pile up on the west side of the tub. On the east side, the cooler water at the bottom will rise and take the place of the warm water pushed to the western side. This is called upwelling. So as trade winds move the warm water to the Asia side, the cold water rises near the America side, near South America, as something has to replace the water pushed to the other side. So cold water from deep ocean rises up. This cold water is rich in nutrients and great for fish, but it is bad for rainfall because the cold water cools the air above it, and cool air is dense and heavy, so it does not rise easily. And because the cool air is not rising, clouds do not form properly. Therefore, rainfall becomes very low in the eastern side of the Pacific Ocean. That is why the atmosphere here becomes dry. Now do you understand the reason behind the desert conditions along the west coast of South America? Because here this region receives almost zero rainfall for years. So remember this, in normal conditions, trade winds are strong and they push the warm water from the American side to the Asia side, and cold water upwells on the America side. Warm water causes heavy rainfall on the Asia side, whereas cold water results in dry conditions on the America side. This is the normal. Now in El Nino, this normal system weakens or even reverses. Trade winds become weaker, so warm water isn't pushed toward the Asia side. This results in warmer ocean on the America side. Warmer ocean means heavy rainfall and flood-like conditions on the America side. And since warm water does not pile up on the Asia side, it means less moisture on the Asia side, resulting in lower rainfall and drought-like conditions here. So the normal pattern flips. We see floods in parts of North and South America and droughts in Asia and Australia. We also witness warmer global temperatures. As of now, we cannot predict it perfectly, but it happens every 2 to 7 years. So this is what El Nino is. Now climate models for this year are showing worrying signs. There are fears of a mega El Nino event in 2026. It could be even more devastating than the 1877-78 powerful El Nino event. Around 150 years ago, this deadly climate event triggered extreme heat waves, prolonged drought, crop failures and famines across many parts of the world. As per estimates, this deadly event wiped off nearly 4% of the global population at the time. And now it is feared that a super El Nino could take shape. And combined with ongoing climate change, it could significantly disrupt global weather systems. Recent models are showing that Central and Eastern Pacific Ocean are becoming unusually warm. This warming will alter the atmospheric circulation patterns, will redistribute rainfall, weaken monsoon systems on the Asia side, and will intensify heat waves worldwide. It will be quite bad for regions such as India, Australia, Southern and Central Africa. They will face drought, extreme heat, and heightened wildfire risk. It will pose significant risk for India because the country's agriculture, water resources, and overall economy are heavily dependent on the monsoon. And we have seen that the El Nino event will weaken the monsoon, which could lead to intense and prolonged heat waves coupled with below normal rainfall during the monsoon season. This could strain water supplies, reduce crop yields, and drive up food prices, which are already at risk because of the disruption in fertilizer supply due to the blockade of Strait of Hormuz. Poor monsoon due to El Nino will threaten food security, increase inflation, and put pressure on the governments. Heat waves will increase electricity use for cooling and thus will increase energy demand. Crop failures will affect exports. Then there will also be heightened health risks due to extreme heat and humidity. Because of the climate change, what was once considered rare is becoming more frequent and more intense.